guys? Welcome back to our channel, and today we have a podcast, episode 1. This will be the setup you guys will be seeing, and when you see this setup, you know we're gonna talk about sports and about different kinds of segments. Today the segments are simple: 7 teams that should make a trade in this year's NFL draft, some breaking news about the Houston Astros, what should the Patriots do, rebuild or reload, my NBA playoff predictions, and finally vamos a tener un segmento en español con Javier Barral, que vamos a estar hablando de los Miami Heat y el roster que ellos tienen. Talk about our first topic, the New England Patriots. You guys all saw Tom Brady left. What should they do? Should the Patriots rebuild this team or should they reload the team? What I mean by reload is, should they bring in other players that could help the team win right now, just like they were doing just last year? Now, the Patriots have 2 good options. Rebuilding. If you rebuild, you're saying Jared Stidham could be your quarterback of the future, or you could go in this draft, draft a quarterback like Jordan Love, or maybe even move up, get Justin Herbert. But I like Jared Stidham. He was very good for the Patriots, for all that we know. So, and if you reload, you could go out there and get a quarterback in free agency like Jameis Winston or Cam Newton. Another good option would be go out there, trade for Andy Dalton. That's always been a great rumor that would be great to see. Okay. Time for our second topic of this podcast, which will be 7 teams in the NFL right now that I think should make a deal with any other team to move either up or move down. We're going to start with our first team, the Miami Dolphins. I think the Dolphins should move up, simply because they want Joe Burrow. There's a difference between the quarterback that you like and the quarterback that you really want. The Miami Dolphins really want Joe Burrow, but they like Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, and other quarterbacks like Jordan Love, and who knows? Maybe they could surprise us and take a second-round quarterback with the 5th pick, which I highly doubt. Now we're going to go to our second team, the Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions should trade down, simply because the Lions, this is the hot spot in the draft. The 3rd and 4th spot, and possibly even the 5th, are hot spots in this draft. No one knows what's going to happen in those spots. They could either trade, and I think Detroit should trade, to either LA or Miami. Miami wants Tua as well. So this would be a great opportunity for me to just jump up in front of the Chargers and take Tua. That would probably cost Miami the 3 first-round picks. Now, Los Angeles is addicted to Tua. Literally. If you're a Chargers fan, you know what I'm talking about. They really want Tua. So LA will give up anything in their power or in their draft stock to move up and get Tua. Now, my third team, the New England Patriots. My last segment was just talking about what should the Patriots do, rebuild or reload. If you want to rebuild, you got to trade up and get yourself a quarterback, because I don't think Jordan Love is the answer. Even though I do like Jordan Love, I think he'd be a good quarterback in a couple years. New England has to trade up to a top 10 pick or a top 15, top 20 pick. Right now, the Patriots have the 23rd pick, if I'm correct, and that's not enough to get a QB. Our 4th team will be the Indianapolis Colts. They traded the 13th pick. They need a quarterback. Now they have the immobile quarterback of Philip Rivers. He is like 34, 35 years old. They need to move up. And I thought the best fit for Indianapolis was Jordan Love, a guy that could develop under their quarterback, which is Philip Rivers. Now our 5th team will be the New York Giants. Yes. They should trade down. They have a hot spot. They could get more draft capital as they trade down, and possibly even get the guy they want, which is Isaiah Simmons. Our 6th team, the Philadelphia Eagles. They need a wide receiver. Some good players that they could get: Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Justin Jefferson, which I have them taking, I'm pretty sure, in my mock draft. Links in the description to that video. And now my final team will be Los Angeles Chargers. They want Tua. They really, really want Tua. And if they can even get Joe Burrow, they're going to make their best move to go up to number 1. So, yeah, this is a team that really needs to move up in the draft to me. This is the end of our second segment. We're going to move on to our third segment, which will be my NBA playoff predictions. Here we go. segment, we're going to do my NBA playoff predictions. Let's start from the West and we'll move on to the East. The first teams that we have in the first round are the Los Angeles Lakers against the Memphis Grizzlies. I have the Lakers taking this one in 5 games. The Lakers, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, that team is unstoppable against the young Memphis Grizzlies who've never really been, that don't have playoff experience. John Morant doesn't have it, Jaren Jackson doesn't have it, Kyle Anderson, all those other guys don't have it. So this will be a good experience for them. And then maybe next year, they could even be a higher seed. We're going to go on to our 4th and 5th seed, Utah against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Joe Ingles, Mike Conley, Bojan Bogdanovic. That's going to be unstoppable against the Oklahoma City team, which to me is the underdog team of the West. But I'm going to say this one goes to 6 and Utah wins it in 6. We're going to go to our other game, 3rd seed versus 6th seed, the 3rd seed Nuggets versus the 6th seeded Houston Rockets. I'm going to have the Denver Nuggets taking this one in 7. It's going to be an extremely close one, an extremely good first round matchup. But I think the Denver Nuggets have the better bench depth. Houston's running a small ball lineup. They don't have a center that's going to stop Nikola Jokic. Rockets don't have that. So this will be a good series. I'm going to take it to 7, and I have the Utah Jazz winning it. Now we're going to go with their 2nd seed Clippers against the 7th seed Mavericks. This one will go to 5, and I have the Clippers winning it in 5. Mavericks, there's nothing to say, man. This team's just too good. The Clippers team is just too good. Now we're going to go on to our Eastern Conference playoff prediction bracket round 1. The Eastern side of the playoffs. With our first 2 teams will be the Bucks versus the Magic, the 1st seed and the 8th seed. It's kind of obvious who's going to win this one. If you do not know who Giannis Antetokounmpo is, you're living under the rock and you're squashed under that rock. Really, very, very squashed. The Bucks are taking this one 4-0. There's no other way you could put it. Everyone knows this. Now, our second 2 teams will be the 4th seed and the 5th seed. My Miami Heat, Tyler Hero, I love that team, and the Indiana Pacers. Miami, I think, will take this one in 6. It's going to be a great series to watch because it's bringing back those old rivalry days between the Heat and the Pacers. But I think the Heat are taking this one. Great performances by Jimmy Butler and all that whole team. Now we're going to move on to our 3rd and 6th seed being Boston and Philadelphia. This is going to be a very tough series to watch. Not to watch, but to predict. Because these 2 teams are really good. Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, you know the drill. And then with Boston, you have Kemba, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Enes Kanter, you could say. But I think this series goes to 7, and Boston will take it. I know all of you Philly fans, I know I have a lot of them on the channel. You guys will not be happy with it, but let's be honest, guys. Philly, it's kind of dysfunctional how things are going over there. So I think Boston will just take over that. Will take advantage of it, better said. And they'll win this one in 7. Now with our final playoff series in the Eastern first round, we have Toronto, Brooklyn, the 2nd seed, the 7th seed. This one will go to 6 games, and Toronto will take it, the defending champs. I don't think, if Kevin Durant is back, maybe Brooklyn takes this one. But as of right now, I do have the Raptors taking this one. That was the first round of the Eastern side. Conference semifinals. Here we go. First team, we got the Lakers against the Jazz. The Lakers are going to take this one in 6, no doubt about it. The Lakers are just a better team. I gave Utah 2 wins simply because I think Utah's defense might be able to stop the Lakers just twice in this whole series. Now we're going to go on to our the other 2 teams in the Western side, which are Denver and Los Angeles, the Clippers. The Clippers are going to take this one in 7. Denver has a great team. The Clippers do too. It's going to come down to the bench. The depth of these 2 teams in that bench is incredible. But you look at the Clippers bench, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Will, man, that is unstoppable. Now we're going to go on to the Eastern side of things. We got Milwaukee and Miami. This is where the comments are really going to come in. I got the Heat taking this one in 7 games. If you saw that game in Miami against the Bucks, Did you not see the way that Miami set up the defense? Miami set up the defense in such a different way that stopped Giannis from doing anything, from shooting, from driving in. Miami's taking this one in 7. Now, this is my opinion. Maybe Milwaukee takes this one in 7. Who knows? But Miami, I think, is taking this one in 7. The 4 seed against the 1 seed, by the way. Now we're going to go to Boston and Toronto. Boston's taking this one in 5. No doubt about it. The Toronto Raptors do not have a chance. Now we're going to move on to the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, guys. Now we have the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. On the West, we got both LA teams, but I have the Los Angeles Clippers taking this one. And I'm going to say in 7. Simply because these two teams are the most powerful teams in the NBA. No doubt about it. You have the Lakers, the Bucks, and then the Clippers. In the West, you have the Lakers and Clippers, but I think it's going to come down to the bench depth as it did in round 2 for the Clippers. That bench is incredible, the best bench in the league. And you added Marcus Morris to that bench as well, along with Harrell and Lou Will. Oh man, that's just gonna dominate. Now on the Eastern Conference side, you have Miami and Boston. Miami is the lower seed. Boston is the higher seed. Boston, they're gonna take this one, and I'm gonna say in 6. I love my Miami Heat. I would start crying if the Heat lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's going to come down to that possibly. The firepower in Boston is just too much for Miami. Miami does have a good starting 5, but Boston they're going to dominate this one, I think. Miami's going to get lucky taking those 2. And in the finals, we're going to have the Los Angeles Clippers against the Boston Celtics. And this one is going to go to 7 with the Clippers winning it. The Clippers' bench depth is just too much for Boston. Boston is one of the worst benches in the league. The worst. Top 5 worst benches in the league. You have Boston in there. Their only good player on that bench is Enes Kanter. If he even is starting. I don't know who's the starter. I think it's Tice. So yes, these are my playoff predictions for the NBA. We have some breaking news. The Houston Astros have been stripped of their 2017 World Series title, my only opinion would be, I think the Dodgers are going to get it. Don't tag me on that. Don't tell me anything about that. But a couple of months ago, a video came out of sounds that pitchers were listening to, and in conclusion, those sounds were banging of trash cans. The Houston Astros had a way of finding out. They had cameras in different spots of their stadium that had the catcher's eye, or the center field cameras came in, and you would see what the catcher was saying. Pretty much, the Astros were cheating, and that year they won the 2017 World title. And on top of that, they will lose. They're no longer allowed in the postseason until 2022, and a lot of people complained because originally the consequence was $5 million fine and loss of draft pick, and the GM and the coach were both suspended for a year. Eventually, both of them were fired. So this is the breaking news we have. We will be talking more about this on our next segment that will be in Spanish with Javier Barral. Thank you, and we will go to our next segment right now. Hemos llegado al último segmento de nuestro podcast y como les había dicho al principio, yo tengo un invitado, mi padre Javier Barral.
Gracias, Kevin, por tu invitación.
Gracias por estar aquí. Primera pregunta, Javier. ¿Cuál es tu opinión sobre lo que le pasó a los Astros de Houston?
Fue lamentable lo que hicieron los Astros de Houston. Todo, como dice el dicho, fríamente calculado. Creo que la comisión ha tomado una sabia dirección. Y como siempre te he dicho, todo acto, aunque sea para bien o para mal, tiene sus consecuencias. Y estas han sido las consecuencias de los Astros. Me parece muy bien, muy justo. Y sobre todo que sirva de experiencia para los demás equipos a la hora de pensar en algún momento hacer algo como esto. Pues no está bien definitivamente.
Y ahora no pueden ir a la postemporada por los próximos 2 años. Y con el clase de equipo que tienen, es lamentable eso, seguro.
Como lamentable fue también para el equipo que compitió con ellos, pues perder de esta manera. Así que me parece que está bien tomada la decisión.
Ahora, segundo preguntica, mejor dicho. ¿Qué es tu opinión sobre lo del coronavirus con la NBA?
Bueno, era algo que a la larga tenía que venir, suspender todas las ligas, suspender todos los campeonatos. Si la cuestión para detener este terrible virus es quedarse en casa, pues es lógico que esa haya sido la decisión tomada. Me parece que bueno, ya habrá tiempo para reanudar todos los campeonatos, todos estos encuentros y poderlos disfrutar ya después uno, tanto en casa como ir a los estadios, a las arenas para poderlo disfrutar.
Claro, claro. Y última preguntita, Javier. Hoy tenemos los colores de los equipos puestos por una razón. ¿Qué es lo que tú crees de este equipo de este año?
Bueno, gracias a Pat Riley, que siempre ha sido, creo que muy, muy sabio a la hora de
claro.
de tomar estas decisiones con los jugadores. Pat Riley, como se dice, abrió la billetera y se ha gastado su dinero, o el dinero del equipo, pero creo que sí, que vamos en un buen camino. Todo está en que la salud acompañe a todos los jugadores, que puedan estar saludables para los playoffs, si es que llegamos, yo creo que sí, que vamos a llegar. Y bueno, hacer un buen papel. Quizás, amor, este año no logremos nada, pero estoy seguro que para el año que viene el equipo va a estar más consolidado, se van a conocer mucho más de lo que se conocen ahora y vamos a hacer un mejor papel. Vamos a hacer un mejor papel y vamos a lograr ese título que tanto añoramos. Yo creo que sí, que va a ser así.
Bueno, claro. Y tenés que 2021 el verano ese va a ser grande por los agentes libres. Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, posiblemente hasta LeBron.
Sí, son jugadores caros. No sé lo que tendrá que sacrificar Pat Riley para traer a alguno de estas estrellas. Quizás sí, quizás no. Quizás nos mantengamos con el equipo como está. De momento ya te digo, estamos contentos, la afición de Miami
bueno,
está...
en estos momentos, Miami tiene ya el dinero y el espacio para firmar a estos jugadores en ese año. Para eso es lo que supuestamente se tiene que estar preparando Miami, especialmente para Giannis Antetokounmpo. El mejor jugador de la NBA para mí en estos momentos.
Sí, pero todo es algo de estrategia. La estrategia y el bolsillo, el dinero. Tú dices que tienen el dinero, a lo mejor ellos...
Y tienen la ciudad también, la ciudad.
Bueno,
tienen Miami.
Miami es una ciudad siempre que a todos los atletas les gusta, los cautiva. Pero bueno, vamos a esperar a ver qué jugada la que nos tiene Pat Riley, que siempre nos sorprende con algo bueno. Y esperemos que así sea.
Bueno, aquí lo tienen, señores y señoras. Tenemos a Javier Barral. Gracias por
estar aquí. Quiero agradecerte que me hayas invitado. Yo no soy un analista deportivo para nada. Solamente soy un fanático de todos los equipos de la capital. Tanto Miami Heat como los Marlins. En fin, soy un fanático y me gusta dar mi opinión. Creo que te auguro éxito en este podcast.
Gracias.
Sobre todo en compañía de Octavio, que es un gran amigo, como de la familia. Y creo que estás haciendo un equipo. En la edición, en las cámaras, con tu hermano, tu primo. Ojalá y esto se cumpla tu sueño de ser todo un comentarista.
Bueno, gracias. Aquí lo han tenido, Javier Barral.